Kashmir Shaivism is a monistic philosophy that occupies a distinguished position among the various schools of thought. Its basic tenet is that the entire universe is nothing but conscious energy, and that everything in the universe is that consciousness expressed in different forms. It provides the most complete analysis of human personality and the deepest, most comprehensive psychology of man. The word Shaivism is derived from Shiva, which is the name given to the ultimate reality. The philosophy is called Kashmir Shaivism because the Shiva Sutras on which it is based were revealed in the state of Kashmir in India, and many of the philosophers who studied and wrote about the system lived in that area. This system deals with the threefold principle of God, soul, and matter, and for that reason is also called Trika Shaivism, or simply Trika. Therefore, the terms Kashmir Shaivism and Trika may be used interchangeably. In the 9th century AD, a saint named Abhinavagupta had a dream in which Lord Shiva appeared to him and told him the whereabouts of a rock with a series of teachings inscribed on it. These teachings, which were named the Shiva Sutras, form the foundation of Kashmir Shaivism. Abhinavagupta taught the philosophy of the Shiva Sutras to his disciples, and they and their disciples in turn expounded it and spread it throughout India. Kashmir Shaivism describes one's own true nature, the nature of the world around him, and God. So the aim of this system is to help the individual achieve self-realization. According to Shaivite thought, self-realization is the recognition of one's own true nature by the removal of the veil of ignorance. This recognition is the awareness that one is united with God and everything in the universe. The experience comes through grace received from a Siddha Guru, a perfected master who has realized his union with God. By virtue of this realization, a Siddha is a direct channel for the dispensation of divine grace. He has the power to transmit his own Shakti or spiritual energy into the seeker, thereby awakening the dormant Shakti known as Kundalini. This transmission of Shakti is technically called Shaktipat, which literally means the descent of Shakti. A Siddha can bring about this awakening by a touch, a word, a look, or even a mere thought. As long as man lives on the mental plane, he has no access to the spiritual realms. He can surrender his self-will to the will of God by raising the level of his consciousness. This is accomplished by the practice of yoga and meditation, and it ensures that all his activities will be regulated by the will of God. In the Upanishads, it is stated that the self can not be realized by means of the intellect, scriptural study, or spiritual discourse. It can be realized by him alone, whom God favors and to whom he reveals himself. The free will of man on the plane of normal consciousness functions through the egoistic limited self. The more one liberates the self from the shackles of the mind, the more one's divine nature will unfold itself. If one then applies, one's free will become a potent means to self-realization.